traveled to Seaside Park in the Ventura County Fairgrounds to visit the Harvest Festival Original Art and Craft Show, one of 9 Harvest Festivals throughout California and Nevada leading up to the holidays. Harvest Festival features shopping, entertainment, and gourmet foods. The Harvest Festival began in 1972 when 2 San Francisco-based businessmen gave up their day jobs to provide a venue to bring together their favorite artists and craft people to sell their original artwork. Claimed by organizers as the West Coast's largest and finest indoor craft show, with over 24,000 handmade items from artists throughout North America, this fall tradition boasts a spectacular showcase at affordable prices to get a jump on the holidays. Artisans from all over the country display ceramics, paintings, blown glass, hand-woven clothing, photography, candles, woodwork, garden designs, specialty foods, antique treasures, children's accessories, sculptures, and ornaments. Jewelry was well represented, including Ankara Designs, run by Karen and Ann Mitchell, friends of Anna's from the Carol Duvall Show.
It's so nice to see you.
It's really exciting to see you again, and you have some great, exciting news to tell us about books and TV and stuff.
Well, we've been keeping really busy. In addition to our regular jewelry line, which is what we do mostly, we're having some pieces on Law & Order Los Angeles. We're not sure when that's going to air, but this season. And we also recently wrote a new book called Be Jewelry 101. And really, we took a logical progression through jewelry making, so it goes by parts rather than random projects and makes it really easy to learn about design.
And while visiting their booth, the sisters shared their techniques for creating a festival candy cane pin.
What I'm doing is I started with a simple cylinder of white clay, and I'm adding a few skinny cylinders of green and red clay. We're going to do sort of a peppermint stripe on our candy cane. Whoops. And we'll get that on there. And I'm using actually some of the glitter clays because I like my holiday jewelry to be a little bit glitzier. And I'm sort of going to press it on there and roll it onto my cylinder so it gets integrated in. And I think I actually made my snakes a little bit too wide because usually like the stripe's a little bit skinnier. And then I'm going to twist.
It's just candy.
Yeah. So it's a nice way to get a good effect. And, you know, they come out a little bit differently each time, depending on how wide you roll your cylinders. I'm going to do that. And just keep stretching and twisting. So I've got a nice look for, this will make a good pin size. And I'm going to take my blade and cut it off here and cut it off at the bottom. So we've got our candy cane so far right there. And I want to make a nice little green bow. Now, normally I'd roll a flat sheet out, but we didn't really have a lot of place to put a pasta machine today. So I'm just going to roll a skinny snake of green clay and make some loops in it to make a little bow like that. And might be a little small for that, but that'll work for now. And then I'm going to take a little tiny rhinestone there and press it. Whoops, I can get it to stick on there. Well, it's not the neatest one I've ever done, but there you go. That'll make a great pin for the holidays.
Participating artists hailed from 10 states, and attendees appreciated the opportunity to interact, get items personalized, or even learn some helpful tips. Our faltering economy inspired one young artisan to create these whimsical figures.
It started out, I actually couldn't find a job when the economy hit, so obviously when things go down, creativity has to happen.
So, like, did you raid somebody's drawer?
Well, what it was, my mother-in-law was throwing out some silverware, and I'm a welder by trade, and you know, I lost my job when the economy went down, but I started making some little people out of silverware. And what happened is it kind of evolved into different figurines, different uses, functionality, and displays.
These sculptures, made with a variety of wires, started as a hobby for Kathleen Cook. When her friends kept asking for more to use as gifts, Kathleen decided to join the Harvest Festival circuit.
I use actually electrical grounding wire, and it's from the hardware store, and I use a 12 gauge, a 10 gauge, an 8 gauge, and I use a lot of recycled things. I use glass from garage sales, thrift stores, and then, well, and actually the silver wire is electric fence wire, so again, it's from a hardware store. And I just started bending things as a hobby, and it just grew. It absolutely grew. I had people ask me for certain things, and next thing I know, I started doing craft shows with it, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
One lucky drawing winner walked away with a $5,000 original painting by American folk artist Bonnie Rochester. If you're already in the spirit or need inspiration to get into the holiday spirit, visit a harvest festival near you. You can find locations and dates at harvestfestival.com.